What's up, everybody, and thank you so much for coming to our video today with Pop Stop Studios. Here we are looking at the Superman. He is actually a bootleg of the Mafex Justice League version. He's going to be the star in an upcoming stop motion, and we're just going to take a look at him today. So here, first of all, if you might have noticed it already just in the background there, one of the faults or issues that I've tended to come across with this figure is that he very much struggles to stand on his own. While he may be a Superman, his legs are definitely not super. But that doesn't mean he isn't a useful figure to use. He is a very, very good looking figure. I think for the most part, the details on the arms, on his suit especially, just kind of all of that, I don't know what you call it, the bumpiness of the fabric. Now the big fault here, let's see if we can make it look a bit better, is his face does have the likeness, but the eyes are absolutely hideous. There is nothing pretty about those eyes, and that's kind of a real downside to, I think, a lot of bootleg figures. Usually if there's human aspect to them, the eyes don't look very good, but other than that, yeah, he looks pretty good. Now the skin tone is different between the hand and the head, ever so slightly, and yeah, it's just, you know, it's a knockoff. What do you expect? I got it for, I don't know, maybe 15 bucks Canadian, so that was pretty sweet. He does have a wire in his cape, which is awesome for stop motion, right? You can pose it, you can do anything like that, which I thought was very handy. And yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see some of that in the video. And I almost got him to stand here. No. Anyways, so he does come with a couple different heads and hands. So we've got 3 different heads. So we had the basic one that we saw there. Then we have this grumpy one. But same issue again with the eyes. The eyes just don't really look great at all. But what are you gonna do? And then there's this one. And I have no clue. I don't know if those splotches were there when I first got it, or from having it in a box for a little bit has messed with it. But yeah, I don't even know what to say about that one. He doesn't look great. I don't plan on using that one really too often. Maybe if he gets hit and he's hurt. I think this one actually might be for his laser eyes. There is like a tint of red around the eyes, but you don't notice it nearly as much. And then we have 3 extra pairs of hands. Sorry, we have the first ones that were on him there, fists, and then we have kind of like a gun hand. Not that he's ever going to use one, just kind of a relaxed one. Then we have I like to call it the high five hand, and a reaching hand. Yeah, just like that. So overall, I'm fairly happy with it. His range of motion is it's, you know, fairly decent. This was my first time buying a bootleg, and even like getting in towards the Mafex line, so I wasn't even sure what to fully expect. But his leg doesn't really lift up. That's kind of the big negative for me. There's that, but it does turn in like that, so I guess you can kind of dance. So yeah, there's that. It goes up there, and that's as far back as it goes. Now you can bend it. It has the joint, the double in the knee there. And he's got a toe flexor. And the arms, that's as high as they go to the side like that. But you can twist this. So there are ways of, you know, a lot of the movements that I tried to get him to do, I was like, oh shoot, I can't do this, but then there are ways of working around it, whether it be just twisting the arm there. And it goes 360 there. His head's 360 spin on this, on his neck there. I don't know why you'd want to spin it all the way around, but that's your choice. The hands are on ball joints, so they go back and forth, and if you rotate the ball peg in there, you can make it go any way as well. And same with that side, obviously. Torso, he kind of goes, that's as far forward as he goes, and that is as far back as he will go. So he's got, you know, a good morning stretch in there, but not so much for a crunch. But yeah, I don't know. For me, he serves his purpose. I would like a better face sculpt overall, but yeah, I'm fairly pleased with it. I definitely don't feel like I was taken for or anything like that. In terms of actual height, we'll slap a ruler down here. He is, well, it looks like just about the 6 inches, maybe a little bit below. And so definitely good for the 1/12 scale. I'm not sure how tall Henry Cavill actually is in real life, but you know, it seems about right. And now I'm just going to put him side by side with, so that's beside the McFarlane Darkseid from the Snyder Cut. Now I believe that is like a 7-inch line, but to me, with how big Darkseid should be, I think this is Superman's actually a good scale to that. So yeah, overall, would I buy it again? Maybe, but I might consider buying a third-party head sculpt just to get an even more realistic one. Because yeah, I plan on kind of putting these things through the ringer, so I don't necessarily want to drop the $150 just to get the brand new one, and then have an accident or something happens and it breaks. And that being said, I'm not making enough off YouTube here to be able to afford it. So if you like today's video, if you are excited for the Superman vs. Hulk video that's upcoming, please feel free to subscribe and support me, and maybe one day we'll have the legit versions of the figures.